In the region of Thailand, at a certain temple, there was a venerable monk named Phra Ajarn Thong who meditated diligently. His expertise in meditation endowed him with a powerful mind that could perceive realms beyond our own, including the afterlife. Because of this, relatives of the deceased often came to seek his help in determining where their loved ones had been reborn. One day, a woman named Kwan visited him. Her older brother had been a temple abbot, and he had many disciples. She asked Phra Ajarn Thong to find out where her brother had been reborn after his passing. Before she could speak further, some other relatives of the deceased came to consult the monk. Among them was a taxi driver who had recently died. Phra Ajarn Thong, using his meditative abilities, communicated with the spirit of the taxi driver. He informed the relatives that the deceased had been reborn in a realm called Dusit. The relatives were pleased with this revelation and offered their gratitude before leaving. When it was Kwan's turn, she asked Phra Ajarn Thong about her brother, saying, "Where is my brother, who was a senior monk, reborn now, venerable?" Phra Ajarn Thong replied, "Don't worry. He has gone to a good place. He has been reborn in the heavenly realm called Jotumana Rathikaya." However, Kwan seemed dissatisfied and perplexed, so she asked again, "It can't be right, venerable. My brother was a senior monk. How could he be reborn in a lower realm like a regular taxi driver? He should have attained a higher realm, at least that of Dusit." Phra Ajarn Thong replied, "Let me be straightforward. Your brother did indeed become a monk and even served as an abbot. But every time he gave a sermon, the listeners would doze off and not pay attention. He used complicated polyterms that were hard to understand, causing the audience to lose interest. When he finished his sermons, the listeners would just raise their hands and say Sathu Sathu out of politeness, not truly benefiting from his teachings. Hence, his merit was limited. On the other hand, the taxi driver followed the 5 precepts, and despite his reckless driving, his passengers often prayed for their lives, reflecting on their own actions and deeds. They contemplated whether they were doing good or bad, and how they could improve their lives if they survived. All of this thinking was beneficial for their lives. As a result, he accumulated more merit. Kwan was surprised to learn this, and she realized the importance of making one's teachings accessible and beneficial to others. She left with a deeper understanding of the complexity of merit and rebirth, and how it was not solely determined by one's outward appearance or religious status. This story sounds like a humorous one where a taxi driver seems to accumulate more merit than a senior monk. However, it also provides us with a perspective to consider. The act of benefiting others is not measured by our positions or job titles. Having a high-ranking position and working with many people does not necessarily create value for others. Therefore, we should consider our roles and how we can bring value to others. For example, in this story, the taxi driver can teach the passengers better than the elder monk.
Thank you for watching. May you have peace and prosperity, and may all your wishes come true.